Hi, I'm Tina Richards, skin and health expert. I'm going to talk to you about how to treat facial rosacea. Now, rosacea classically forms a red, papular, bumpy rash across the face in the shape of a butterfly. So you get it across the cheeks, across the nose and the cheeks. Rosacea is an inflammatory condition. So you want anti-inflammatory topicals to put on your skin, and we also want to treat ourselves with anti-inflammatory diet. So topical solutions include looking for ingredients that are anti-inflammatory like green tea, cucumber, feverfew, chamomile or aloe vera. They're all really good. Also, another one that's soothing and anti-inflammatory is salicylic acid, which you may find in some moisturisers and also cleansers. That's really useful. And you want to avoid harsh, irritating ingredients like perfume, fragrance, sodium lauryl sulfate or parabens, for example, and also perhaps petrochemicals like propylene glycol. They can all be irritating on the skin. So start looking at ingredients lists, and if you notice any of those and they're high up on the list, meaning that it contains quite a lot of them, I would recommend that you avoid that product. Now, for nutrition, there's a lot you can do, and if you start introducing an anti-inflammatory diet, one that's going to mop up free radicals in your body and really treat that low level of inflammation that happens even though you're unaware of it in your skin, you can really help reduce the number of attacks of rosacea and also the significance of those attacks. An anti-inflammatory diet is essentially a Mediterranean style diet. You may have heard of a Mediterranean diet being good for you, and that's why. It's anti-inflammatory, it's also anti-aging. So try and choose foods like oily fish, avocados, nuts and seeds, beans, and lots of fruit and vegetables. Go for a real rainbow colour of fruit and veg, lots of different bright colours, you know, berries and peppers containing vitamin C. These are all really good for your skin, very anti-inflammatory. Also essential fatty acids from the avocados and the oily fish and the nuts and seeds that I've mentioned. You also want to avoid all the triggers that can cause flare-ups of rosacea, because rosacea tends to be cyclical. You get remissions where you don't have it for a long time, and then suddenly you get a bit of emotional stress, something's happening at work or at home, and your skin flares up. It's a little bit like that with acne as well. So you want to try and introduce calming, soothing regimens into your lifestyle. Things like yoga and Pilates are really good forms of exercise. They really help to detoxify your body and calm your mind as well. Other rosacea triggers include sun exposure, having baths that are too hot or sitting too close to a fire or radiator, spicy foods, alcohol, and really hot drinks. If your rosacea really persists, it may be worth speaking to a pharmacist about what you can do, because pharmacists are really well trained on what the latest medications are that can treat rosacea that perhaps you need without a prescription. It is possible that your rosacea may be linked to microscopic mites or even bacteria. So by seeing a dermatologist, they may be able to take a swab of your skin and find out if that's something that's relevant to you, and maybe a course of antibiotics will be able to help. This has been identified in some, but not all patients. Well, I hope you found all these tips really helpful for how to treat rosacea.